So here we are gonna see a concept of beta function, and we are gonna solve a numerical which is based on the concept of or the definition of beta function. So for you, here we have a problem that is integration from 0 to pi by 6 cos cube 3 theta sine square 6 theta d theta, and we have to evaluate the value of this integration. Now the question is how to get the answer. So guys, since here we can see the sine term and the cos term, here we can apply the definition of beta function. Now you all must be thinking, what is the definition of beta function? So let's discuss that definition. So you all know that the value of integration from 0 to pi by 2 sine raised to p theta cos raised to q theta d theta is given by the formula 1 by 2 beta p plus 1 upon 2 q plus 1 upon 2. So this is the definition of beta function. Now we will use this definition to solve this numerical. But before starting, guys, just observe few things. One is we want integration from 0 to pi by 2, whereas here we have from 0 to pi by 6. So first of all, we need to convert that to 0 to pi by 2. Other thing is the angle with sine and cosine is theta, whereas here we have 3 theta and 6 theta. So now we have to do few adjustments, few substitutions such that we will get the angle as theta and the limit from 0 to pi by 2. So for that, I'll put this 3 theta as t. So here we will get t, here we will get 2t, and afterwards we'll also convert that 2t into t, and at the same time limit will also get changed into 0 to pi by 2. So every time, guys, whenever you get such type of numerical, you have to think about the substitution properly, because if you miss the substitution, if substitution goes wrong, then you will never get the limit from 0 to pi by 2. So let's start. Here first of all, I'll say let this given integral is equal to I, that is from 0 to pi by 6 cos cube of 3 theta. Now here we'll say put 3 theta equals to t. So this will give us d theta as dt by 3. Let's see the limits. So limit for theta is from 0 to pi by 6. Now for t, let's observe. So when theta is 0, 0 into 3, 0, so t will be 0. When theta is pi by 6, 3 into pi by 6 is pi by 2. So guys, here I am getting the limit from 0 to pi by 2, which is required for the definition of beta function. So here, let's substitute the values. So we will get I equal to integration from 0 to pi by 2. This will become cos cube of t. Then here sine square 6 theta will become sine square of 2t, because 3 theta is t, and d theta will be dt by 3. Now guys, to apply the definition of beta, we got t, but see here we have 2t. So first of all, we have to change that 2t into t, and for that I am gonna use the formula of sine 2 theta. So sine 2 theta is 2 sine theta into cos theta, which can make that 2 theta into theta. So guys, by using that formula and by taking this 1 by 3 outside, we'll get I equal to 1 by 3 integration from 0 to pi upon 2 cos cube t into 2 sine t into cos t. And guys, do not forget to put this square. So it is square of that bracket into dt. So this will give us 2 square 4. I can take 4 outside. So 4 upon 3 outside. Integration from 0 to pi upon 2. Next, sine square t. So it is as it is. Here we'll get cos square t into cos cube t, that is cos raised to 5t dt. And now guys, we'll solve this integration by the definition of beta function. So here we have the value of p as 2 and the value of q as 5. So let's substitute 2 and 5 over here. So here we will get 2 plus 1, 3 upon 2, and 5 plus 1, 5 plus 1, 6, 6 upon 2, that is 3. So we'll directly say that here we are getting 3 upon 2 and here we are getting 3. So this is 4 by 3 into 1 by 2 beta 3 by 2 comma 3. Now let's solve this beta function by using the relationship between beta and gamma. So here we will get 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4, so 2 by 3, and for this beta we'll say it is gamma 3 upon 2 gamma 3 whole upon gamma 3 upon 2 plus 3. So this is the relationship between beta and gamma. So it will give us 2 upon 3. Next, for gamma 3 by 2, we have a property. Here I'll show you. The property is like this, that is gamma n is equal to n minus 1 gamma n minus 1. So 3 upon 2 is my n, so 3 upon 2 minus 1, it will give us 1 upon 2 gamma 1 upon 2. Now we know the value of gamma 1 upon 2, which is root pi. Next, for this gamma 3, we will use one more property, that is gamma n is equal to n minus 1 factorial. So guys, here we have 3 gamma 3, which is nothing but 2 factorial upon, this will give us 9 upon 2, and for 9 upon 2 I will again use this property, so that will become 9 upon 2 minus 1, that is 7 upon 2 into gamma 7 upon 2. Now for gamma 7 upon 2 we will again apply this property, so 5 upon 2 into gamma 5 upon 2. Now for gamma 5 upon 2 we will again apply same property, so 3 by 2 gamma 3 by 2, and for gamma 3 by 2 we know it is 1 by 2 gamma 1 by 2. Now guys, here we can cancel this gamma 1 by 2 and 1 upon 2. Next, this will become 2 into 2, 4. So this term will be 4 upon, here this 2 into 2 into 2, that is 8, will go in the numerator. We will get into 8, that is 32, and in the denominator we will get 3 into 7 into 5 into 3. So if you calculate this manually or on calculator, you will get this as 315. So it means we will get the final value as 32 upon 315. So guys, here we got the value of this integration by using the definition of beta function, and also we have used the properties of gamma and beta. So if you like this video and if you want to learn more numericals on engineering mathematics, then do log into ekeeda.com to get all videos at one place and enjoy the magic of mathematics. Thank you.